Alright YouTube, how's it going? Buster here. So I was meant to do a video about the Fender jazz bass that I picked up, but I want to do some more research on that because it's not obviously a proper Fender jazz bass. I want to find out where it comes from. So I finally got my Fender pbass. So this was up for sale for about £550. It was up for a good 2-3 weeks. So obviously I sold a few guitars to buy it. It's a 2020 Fender made in Mexico player series. So when I bought it, I've got the receipt for it. So the guy I bought it off, he only bought it in January 2021, so it's only 6 months old. So when I bought it, it came with a Tour Tech bag, the original scratch plate, which has still got the serial number on it. Came with, is what the Americans call all the case candy. So tags, receipt, Allen keys, the original bridge is in there because I've put on the Fender high mast bridge that I got off the Kingdom and then had it onto my Jim Deacon, which then I took off and I sold the Jim Deacon. It also came with this scratch plate. This is the ugliest scratch plate on the planet, but when I bought the guitar last Thursday, as soon as I bought it, I ordered the black scratch plate, which is the 1-ply. New set of strings. For some reason it only had one shoulder strap lock on it, so I bought a new set of strap locks. So it sat stripped over the weekend while I was away camping. So when I took this off, because I didn't want to sit and look at that whenever I did look at it, it's a Greasy Groove made in Canada scratch plate. It's basically, I think it's just chopped up pieces of plastic that's compressed into a scratch plate. I went online and checked the price of this, and one, who would put that on a guitar, and two, to buy these from Greasy Groove is 64 Canadian dollars. To get it shipped to the UK is $80. Why would you? That's one of the ugliest scratch plates I've ever seen in my life. So if anybody wants a scratch plate for a Fender player series or an American Fender that's ugly as sin, give me a shout, you can have it for free. That will never go in any other guitar, it's just going to sit there. So a wee bit about this guitar. As I said, 2020 model, 6 months old, got the receipt from Guitar. So it comes with a Tour Tech bag when you buy it from Guitar. So why I bought this is because of Brexit and COVID and stuff getting shipped from America or Mexico, wherever, it's hard to get this guitar because I said I wanted a Fender pbass. I wanted it in white with a maple neck. So I checked Guitar. They're coming in at $650 for this model. The new models in the player series are $750. So I didn't want to take the chance to pass this up, wait until I sold more guitars to get the $650, $750, to go to the guitar shop and then find out that they don't have any of these in stock and they're not going to get them in for a while because they've not. I don't know what's happening. Guitar stocks, what's in the country, I think is what's in the country till they sort out all the importing and stuff. So eventually I got this for £400, but by my math, the guitars I sold to buy it, realistically I actually only spent £100 or more money to buy this. So you can do it, when you buy guitars, do them up, sell them for a small profit or big profit depending on the type of guitar you buy. You can get yourself a Fender P. It's obviously Mexican, but I don't care. The other one that I wanted the DD Ramon one, but I recently found out the DD Ramon one is a made in Mexico as well. The only difference is it's got the DD Ramon neck plate, his signature, it's got a different Fender logo, and that's it. That's the only difference. And like the price of them is it's like 300 quid a difference. So with this one, the figuring on this headstock is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I just love it. I'm glad I got it. So it's got the high mass bridge now on it. I obviously gave it a setup the way I like it. You put a wee bit of oil on this screen. A wee bit of a setup. Apart from that, nothing else. It's changed the scratch plate. The other thing I was thinking of doing is maybe getting one of the old orange caps for it, because it's obviously got a new cap in it, which are they're really, really tiny. Obviously do the same job, but I fancy getting one of the old classic orange caps put in it. Give me more of a kind of 70s, 80s kind of sound about it. So yeah, that's me, happy. Got my Fender pbass now. I've still got a few guitars up for sale. The one that I did have up for sale that I'm glad nobody made me an offer on was my Rickenbacker copy, because I don't really want to get rid of that, because it took me ages to get one. And the one I've got is a really good one. The other one I had up for sale was the fretless jazz bass, which I'm more selling now, because now I've got the fretless jazz bass, the Jaco Pastorius one. I've got another jazz bass that I just picked up about 2 days before I bought this. And then obviously I've got my 70s jazz bass. So I'm going to keep the 3 jazzes. I've still got the LTD up for sale that will come with this PV 20 watt amp, which is, you can put an extension cab on it, make it 40 watt. I've also got the Cobras still up for sale, but I'm not pushing to sell them. But what I'm more going to do is probably still buy and sell guitars. And my next purchase I want is either a 1989 jazz bass special, the one that Duff McKagan plays. I don't want a reissue one, or I don't want his signature. I want a 1989 one. They're coming in. There's 2 versions there. You've got the standard one, which is the one he uses, and then is it the is that Paranormal? They brought out a Paranormal one in '89 as well, and the pickups are slanted, and it's got more of a kind of scalloped edge and stuff. Or a Fender Aerodyne, Japanese or American. That's the bass I'm going to go for next. So I'm just going to do the same, rather than digging out more money. I'm just going to sit by and sell guitars till I get enough money to buy one of them, and just keep doing it that way. So yeah, I've still got Jim Deacon, the Aqua ones up for sale as well. I might drop the price on that actually, because I didn't. So Jim Deacon, the full lineup ones away, that's gone. I didn't really play it anyway, and I knew as soon as I got the Fender player, I wasn't going to play it. So my pbasses are going. The only one that I'm going to keep is my East German one. It's made in 1989, which is behind the camera, and my wee pbass mini that I've now gave to my son. And I also want to keep my Squire Duff McKagan copy that I made. But apart from that, this is my new #1 bass. So I'll let you see it. So I've tried to get through both amps. So if you notice, I've changed the amps about. I tried it through the TH Electronics BH250, but I can't get the sound that I want out of that, especially for doing like kind of Ramon stuff. So I'm using the Laney because it's got a gain on it. So I'm not going to play too much. I've not had a chance to do this. Is the first kind of chance I've had to play it since I got it, because it came last week. It sat the whole weekend because I was away camping. Sunday I put the strings on it, and obviously I leave it for a full day with the strings on it under tension to make sure everything's alright. then I went to work, and I'm literally just back. So this is my first kind of decent go on it. Once I've had it for a couple of weeks, I'll going to try and look into how to get by the copyright thing on YouTube. And what I'll do is, if I can get by that, because I'm not a player that can just sit and noodle. I can, but it's no, doesn't. I just end up making loads of mistakes. I like to play along, so when I'm not on camera, I've usually got the Ramones up full blast, or Guns N' Roses, and I'm playing away with that. So I'm going to maybe try and get around the copyright thing. So I've got the gain up to 7. I've got the hands set on this, which is up to 7. The bass is down. The bass is, it goes for 0, then minus, then. So I've got it up to 2. I've got the treble down to -3. Volume's up to 2. It's got a compression button on this amp, so when you press it, obviously it's not really like a compression, but basically what it does, it levels everything out. So it levels, that's what a compression does, but this just kind of just levels everything, so you're not going to peak. So I will give you a wee blast of this. Tones on the way up, volumes up. Messed that up already. Just the tone all the way down. It really sounds nice. As I say, what I'll do is I'm going to say I'm not one for just noodling. I've not got one of the drum things either, so as long as I can just put that on and start playing along with drums. So I'm going to go through, try and work out the copyright thing for YouTube, and then just start playing along with like the Ramones, the Clash, the Jam, stuff like that. Because that's the stuff like I'm into, especially a lot of the Ramones. So I can kind of prove to the ones that say I don't really play the guitar very well that I can actually play the guitar, because I can. So yeah, really lovely. See, this is in mint condition, literally 6 months old. For 400 quid, you can't really moan. What I did notice was a slight wee bit of damage at the bottom, just here, but it's not bad. It looks like it's maybe been put on a stand. It's 6 months old, and that's the only wee bit of damage that's got there, and that's it. So yeah, love it. Which I just recently found out as well, CG Ramon, the bass player that kind of took over from Dee, he uses one of these, and it's basically set up exactly the same way. Fender high mass bridge. Rather than using the high mass, the badass one, he uses the Fender one, which I think is a lot cheaper. Basically does the same job. Yeah, lovely. So that's it. Finally got my white Fender that I wanted. I'm not going to do anything else to this. That's it. I've got it the way I want it. The only thing maybe I'm thinking of doing is changing the strap buttons to black, but I don't know. But apart from that, no, lovely. There's no dinks, dents, scratches, no buckle rash, nothing. As I said, the only one that's that wee tiny dent or crack in the finish. But apart from that, you don't see that when it's on you, so it's going to get a wee bit more road worn eventually. So there you go. It can be done. Buying selling guitars, you can get the guitar that you want. So that's me. You got the P-bass that I want. So any other P-bass is not going to. I'm going to get rid of most of them. Now, apart from the East German one and my Mini, any other P-bass I've got is probably going to get sold. Money's going to get put away and buy myself an anything. So there you go. So I'll see it again. I'm going to look into getting round the copyright thing on YouTube. I'm going to start playing with the back and maybe doing the Ramones song. Because now I'm a big fan of doing just noodling. I can do it, but yeah, I can definitely see why people say you should just go straight for a Fender, because it is definitely one of the best P-basses that I've played. So yeah, I'm kind of converted now. I know. I've got obviously the 50s one. I'm not going to buy a proper Fender 50s one. The Squire one will do me. It's nice. It's pretty much close to the same build quality as this. Neck feels kind of more very similar. So yeah. So you can do it. You can buy and sell guitars and get yourself a Fender. So there you go. So yeah, hope you like it. I said I'm going to do. I'll do the Fender Jazz next week, or the copy. I think it's Japanese, but I need to look at. I need to find more information about it first before I do the video. So I'll do that next week. The week after, I'll try and get round between now and 2 weeks. I'll try and get round the copyright thing and start actually playing a bit on camera. Especially now I've got the Fender. I'm dying to just get in about playing the Ramones and the Clash and stuff. So yeah, well chuffed. So I'll see you now. I'm going to go now play my bass and have some fun before I go and pick up my son. And I'll see you next week. So keep safe and carry on.